Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. I am so thrilled you're here. Look, if you're a focused entrepreneur wanting to just cut right through the legal jargon and get straight to the actionable steps of Texas business filings, you have landed in the perfect spot. Today, we're going to completely master a critical piece of business administration: how to properly file a DBA for your Texas LLC. We're going to break down all the official guidelines, the costs, and the strategies into a really clear, structured journey. So get ready to focus in, because we're going to make this complex topic incredibly straightforward.
So, did you know that filing a DBA can actually elevate your business's brand identity and help you reach way more clients, legally and effortlessly? Seriously, it's true. Operating under a new brand name without the right legal paperwork, well, that can expose you to some pretty hefty fines, prevent you from opening a basic business bank account, and even completely halt your ability to get paid by vendors. But the good news? The solution is seamless, incredibly inexpensive, and entirely within your control. Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our exact roadmap for today. First, introduction to Texas DBAs. Second, preparation and search. Third, the actual filing process. Fourth, common pitfalls to avoid. Fifth, strategic advantages. And finally, your conclusion and action steps.
All right, Section 1, Introduction to DBA for LLCs in Texas. What's in a name?
First things first, let's just define our terms so we're all on the same page. Assumed name is actually the official legal term in the state of Texas for a DBA, which stands for doing business as, or a trade name. People use these terms completely interchangeably. But here is what you absolutely got to remember. An assumed name is just a registration, right? It's not a brand new creation. It doesn't create a separate legal entity. It doesn't change your tax structure. And no, it doesn't offer a new liability shield. Your underlying LLC, that is still the legal entity calling all the shots. Honestly, the easiest way to think of a DBA is like a nickname for your business. Just like, you have your legal name on your passport, but your friends might call you by a nickname. Well, your LLC has its legal registered name on its certificate of formation, but if you want to operate, market, and sell to the public under a totally different name, the DBA acts as that official state-sanctioned alias. It's essentially this public-facing identity layered right on top of your existing LLC structure.
Moving on to Section 2, Requirements and Preparation, Setting the Stage.
Now, before you go claiming your shiny new business nickname, we have to make absolutely sure it's actually available. There are 3 crucial research steps here to prevent some major legal headaches down the road. Step 1, run a quick free search on the Texas Comptroller Taxable Entity Database. That just shows if anyone is actively using the name for franchise tax purposes. Step 2, check SOS Direct. This is the official Texas Secretary of State portal, and for literally about $1, you can search active entity records and prior assumed names. And finally, Step 3, whatever you do, don't skip a USPTO federal trademark search. A state-assumed name definitely does not protect you from federal trademark infringement. Checking these 3 databases ensures your chosen name is truly yours for the taking.
All right, Section 3, the filing process, the Great Divide.
So in Texas law, there's actually a pretty stark structural divide. Thanks to a legislative change back in 2019, House Bill 3609 to be exact, incorporated entities like LLCs and corporations now file their DBAs strictly at the state level. You do that with the Secretary of State using Form 503. You literally do not need to file at the county level anymore. Now, on the flip side, unincorporated businesses, think sole proprietorships and general partnerships, they still have to file locally with the county clerk in the counties where they operate. For you as an LLC owner, this legislative update is fantastic news. It saves you from paying redundant local county fees.
Since you're an LLC, you'll be tackling Form 503. Let's look at the key details you actually need. Honestly, it's very straightforward. You need the assumed name you want to register and the exact legal name of your LLC. You'll also need to list your entity type and your 10-digit Secretary of State file number. You'll note your jurisdiction, which, is Texas if you form there, and your principal office address. Then you simply state which counties you'll operate in. You can just check all if you plan to do business statewide. Finally, you set the duration, which Texas caps at a maximum of 10 years.
And honestly, the best part? The cost. The state filing fee for Form 503 is just $25. If you file online through the SOS Direct portal using a credit card, there's a tiny statutory convenience fee of 2.7%, bringing your grand total to just under $26. For a mechanism that legally lets you expand your brand, it is literally one of the most cost-effective compliance investments you could possibly make.
Now the big question, how fast do you need it? The state actually offers a few Texas Express options. Standard processing by mail takes about 5 to 10 days. But standard online filing through SOS Direct is incredibly fast. We're talking processed within 1 to 2 days, and sometimes even the very same day for just your baseline $25. If you mail it and need standard expedited service, it's $50 for a 2 to 3 day turnaround. And if you are in a massive rush, you can deliver it in person to the Austin office for next day service at $500 or same day service for $750. But frankly, the standard online SOS Direct filing is so fast, it usually saves you from ever needing to drop that kind of serious cash.
Next up, Section 4, Common Pitfalls and Tips. Avoiding the traps.
Okay, let's talk about the most common, easily avoidable mistakes business owners make. First, forgetting the 10-year expiration. DBAs do not auto-renew. You have to proactively refile. Second, ignoring material changes. If your LLC changes its structural form or moves, you have exactly 60 days to file a new certificate. Third, if you stop using a name, don't just walk away. You need to file Form 504 to legally abandon it, which formally pulls it from public use. And finally, skipping certified copies. When you file, it usually costs around $15 extra for a state-certified copy. Always order one. Banks and vendors almost always demand a certified copy to open accounts or process payments.
So here is the crucial point to take away. Operating a DBA in Texas without registering it isn't just some minor administrative oops. It's actually classified as intentional deception. It is a Class A misdemeanor, punishable by up to a $4,000 fine, up to a year of jail time, or both. Plus, you can't even maintain a civil lawsuit in Texas courts under that name until you register it. The bottom line? Compliance here is absolutely non-negotiable, especially when the fee is a mere $25.
Moving right along to Section 5, Benefits and Strategic Advantages, Maximizing ROI.
The strategic advantages of filing an assumed name are just immense. First off, it allows you to smoothly open distinct business bank accounts for different brands. It facilitates legal vendor payments, so when clients write a check to your trade name, the bank actually clears it. It definitely enhances public brand trust by ensuring your marketing name matches your invoice name. And maybe most powerfully, it allows you to operate multiple, distinct brands all under one single LLC roof. That alone saves you the $300 formation fee and the ongoing franchise tax headaches of managing multiple separate LLCs.
Now, what's really interesting is how this plays out in the real world. Let's say you formed Wild Weaves LLC to sell handmade blankets, but a year later, you decide you want to expand into custom jewelry. Well, selling jewelry under a blanket company's name is just confusing for consumers. Instead of forming a brand new LLC, you simply file a $25 DBA for Whimsical Wonders. Bam! Now you have two distinct, beautifully branded product lines reaching entirely different markets. But structurally, all the revenue and liability protection flows safely back into your single, original LLC. It's just incredibly efficient.
And finally, Section 6, Conclusion and Call to Action, Your Next Steps.
All right, let's recap and see how this builds your exact action plan for today. Step 1, audit your current brand names. Are you advertising under a name that isn't actually on your LLC certificate of formation? Step 2, search the Texas databases and the USPTO to ensure your desired nickname is available. Step 3, get onto SOS Direct and file Form 503. And Step 4, please do not forget to check the box to order a certified copy for your bank. It's a clean, actionable roadmap you can execute right this minute.
So I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. With the legal paperwork officially demystified and the costs proven to be incredibly low, what new brand identity will your Texas LLC conquer next? The barrier to entry for expanding your market reach is literally just a $25 form. Your potential for growth is entirely in your hands.
Just a quick wrap-up note. This explainer is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute professional legal or tax advice. Make sure to consult a qualified Texas attorney or tax specialist for guidance specific to your business. Thanks so much for hanging out and learning with me today, and I wish you absolute success as you expand your Texas business.